Today's progress. I'm kind of splitting these videos up now. I'm throwing a few here and there. Been trying to. I'm a few videos up, so I know it'd make a better video if you just put it all together and get her done. You know what I'm saying? I would love to do that for you. I just don't have a way now. At the end of the year, I might try to. I have to pay for a subscription to YouTube, and then download all the videos to my laptop, and then. Heck, it might take 3, 4, 5 days. That's what it takes for videos to upload, or like I had to update my scan tool, you know. Nothing fancy, but I just updated. I was like, oh yeah, I had to download an app, but this, that, other. It took almost 5 days to update my scan tool, and it's nothing fancy. But we're making progress, like I say. For a donation, we will put that in the mail, whatever. I got 2 cardboard templates. I've got a piece of the bell housing, and I got the inspection plate. I actually got 2 inspection plates. I don't know if I got the other one. For a donation plus shipping. We have got the steering column out. Pulled the cluster apart. I got the dash out. I think I got to either unplug that airbag or pull it out. I don't know. I think it bolts up to that bracket. We've got a pretty nasty little rat's nest over here. There's the steering column. I pulled it all out one piece, just took it out at the firewall. Pretty nasty little rat nest foot for reference. But we're starting to tear it apart now. Pizza night tonight. Tonight's Friday, so. You know, we get our pizza on around here, guys, you know. I'm with the Stay Tuned guys, you know, it's pizza. We like our pizza. But we got the steering shaft out. I got it loose right there. Now, I might try to take that Chevy Malibu brake booster and hook that up. I mean, that might sound crazy, but at least it will fit whatever we got there. If it'll fit that master cylinder. The way it goes in is kind of funny, so we might even switch out the master cylinder. Probably going to have to take the complete wiring harness out. We got that intake laying here. We got the throttle body. I thought I had it laying on a negative positive post. And we're probably just going to have to gut this thing. Let's be honest. I got to take this dash out to cut the firewall out. I know I keep repeating myself, but day by day, this is how we get her done, okay? We're going to have to figure out something on some transmission lines. I'm not putting them factory lines in there. They're a press fit or just like a, it's got a clip, supposed to be a quick connect. It's junk, okay? Let's be honest. It was leaking like on this one, and I had to epoxy it in there. I looked at some, not bad, but I was going to go AN6 fittings and some actual pieces that'll hold it in. So once we get the dash gutted enough, I found hood bolts out of our other Chevy, that car, the Malibu. I couldn't find the bolts that I had in it. I don't know. Probably gonna pull this old PCM off, all that jazz coming out of there. We'll keep this. I'll probably wire this in, the hood squirter or whatever. Ain't gonna be able to do the AC right now. I did see from, I think it's a Toyota Prius, they're using 12 volts supplied to the assisted power steering rack, and it don't have no bus communication like bus 1, bus 2, because they have to have signals from either the PCM or the body control module. Do not quote me on that. But I think it's got to have bus control or bus cam signals to work most of the other assisted power steering racks, and it mounts under the dash. So it's a real option for hot rods. So we may have to eventually tap in with a Prius power assisted power steering rack, because obviously our AC compressor's not going to be on there. We're not going to have room. Nothing's changed now. I've been, you know, I took a couple days to ease my mind and aggravation, having to have somebody trespass down here for getting down here when they're not welcome. So have to deal with the problems of life. So we can put a manual rack on this thing. We can put the shorter belt on it. And then we'll put, eventually, an assisted power steering rack. I think it's out of a Toyota Prius because you only got to have the 12 volts. Any of the other ones, they got to have CAN bus signals or whatever. If you get into CAN bus 1 and 2, you know what I'm talking about. Some of the older stuff's 1 and the other stuff's 2. It would take some kind of power control module and wire it in some kind of way. I don't know. It's a lot. But that's kind of the game plan on power steering eventually. Now, all the electric power steering racks that I've ever dealt with, they were loud. Like, they would whine, like, all the time. I can't do that. Now, that would give me a headache. But we can go with an assisted power steering rack. With the manual rack, it'd just be electric over hydraulic. So, we're working on it. We're whittling it down. I'm trying. You know, it's been a hot couple days, and I went up there and helped Possum with some wood. So, we're just going to keep plugging along. Next thing's next. We get the dash out. We get this firewall cut out. We get enough room. Pick this motor up. Maybe an inch, inch and a half, 2 inches. Motor mounts. I did some trading with Possum. I was able to trade a cutoff disc that I had. I ordered 2 when I got one for his chop saw. So if I needed to make anything, you know, it chews those discs up pretty good. And what we'll do, we get this dash out. We'll get it back, get it completely out. Probably have to take all the air box, all that jazz. And then, you know, it's kind of tight. You know, it's that air box is right there. If you can see in there, right there where our mouse nest was laying up, right on that. Now these controls, they're push-pull on the cables. So if we can get it to open and shut for heat or whatever, it might actually work. We'll have to tinker with it, obviously. But you can see, I don't know if it'll let you see. It kind of goes out of focus a little bit. There we go. We'll stick it in here a little tighter. That air box is like right up against the firewall. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't smash it up against there or whatever. But it comes in right here, center fold. So I don't know what it'll take to do whatever with that. I'm trying to keep it focused, guys. I'm not the best cameraman. But we'll kind of figure it out from there. Obviously, it's going to have to get cut up a little bit. And I'm going to have to poke holes down low enough to get to the bolts. I mean, obviously, you could have put a body lift on it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't want that. I want to be able to slide my butt across the seat. It don't sit high enough off the ground for me to slide under it. I'm not a mongoloid, but need to get it up on something so we can get in there and kind of work it a little bit. Going to have to take a complete wiring harness out and replace it with the other wiring harness from the car. Whatever it takes. And then I want to be able to put this dash on there, use that dash bar, and just take it off the other one. There's a big hole here for fuses or whatever off that other wiring harness. If you've been watching the videos, I get off subject sometimes, but we try to stay on point with everything. I've just been getting aggravated a little bit here lately with problems with people and life. You know how it is. But if anybody wanted to make a donation, right there it is, up for grabs. You know, it's pizza time, so gotta go. We're just going to keep plugging along. That's probably a day for today. And I got the steering column out, so that's half the progress.